Alright, guys, welcome to Dropping Dimes. I'm your host, Flower Oriana, brought to you by Four Corner Sports. Alright, guys, so that's it. Game 3 is officially over. Clippers and the Phoenix Suns. That game's all over. Bringing this to you right now, currently, as it just finished happening. The Clippers ended up getting their first win ever in the conference finals. I didn't make a video, but obviously you would know that they ended up beating the Utah Jazz, making it to their very first conference finals. Ended up going down 2-0 to the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. First game, phenomenal. Second game, honestly one of the best games I've seen in quite some time. But those last 2 minutes of game 2 took about, they said like 33 real-time minutes. So many delays, so many stoppages and all that type of stuff. Completely unnecessary, right? But game 3 at the Staples Center, right? Usually in the Western Conference Finals, you're going to see the Los Angeles Lakers, but nope, the LA Clippers, right? No Kawhi Leonard, but Chris Paul ends up coming back, right? Chris Paul comes back. I believe he is the 11th player in NBA history to record a total of 1,000 assists in the NBA playoffs, which is phenomenal stuff. I mean, obviously, number 1 is Magic. Number 2 is LeBron. Number 3 is Stockton. I think after that is Jason Kidd, and the list goes on and on. I think if the Clippers. I'm still picturing Chris Paul as a Clipper at times, but if Chris Paul and his team are able to go far into the playoffs, and I mean far, obviously get into the next round, which is the finals, there's a large chance that Chris Paul could probably jump up as high as number 8, surpassing Michael and all those other greats to ever play the game. But Chris Paul didn't have a great game in game 3. I believe he ended up shooting like 5 for 16 or something like that. I'll look at the stats right now, but it was something very abysmal. Something that I would not expect for somebody like Chris Paul, but obviously, the long layoff, the COVID protocols and stuff like that definitely had to play a big factor. I mean, he wasn't around his team, wasn't able to really practice and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm trying to pull up the box score for you guys. So yeah, Chris Paul, all right, 5 of 19. I'm sorry, 5 of 19 instead of 5 of 16. 2 for 7 from the 3-point line. Had 2 rebounds, 12 assists. The 12 assists, I mean, that comes naturally just because he doesn't really need to get into a rhythm to getting an assist and stuff like that. I mean, he is Chris Paul. He is an orchestrator and stuff like that. The shooting, I imagine that it was going to become a little bit more difficult. Plus, the Clippers play phenomenal at home at the Staples Center, right? And these are not, Doc Rivers Clippers anymore. These are Ty Lue Clippers. So they have a different way of attacking another team's defense, and they have a different way of strategizing on trying to contain you guys from scoring a ridiculous amount of points. Devin Booker, all right, shot 5 of 21. So Ty Lue did a phenomenal job on trying to make sure to let him get hot. 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. I mean, that's nowhere near great at all. DeAndre Ayton, I mean, had a stellar game. 9 for 13, had 18 points. The man had 9 rebounds. But, they did well. They did well making sure that he wasn't going to get, his normal 14, 15, 16 rebound games, getting a whole bunch of offensive rebounds, and then causing an extra possession for the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, we don't really expect much from Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder shot 3 for 7, 9 points, which is pretty good for Jay Crowder and stuff like that. Cameron Payne only played 4 minutes. Cam Johnson played 30 minutes, but shot 4 of 7. Should have been able to get him the ball a little bit more. Was 2 for 5 from the 3-point line. But for the Clippers, I mean, it was the Paul George, Reggie Jackson game. All right, Paul George with 27 points, Reggie Jackson with 22 points. Paul George did not shoot very well from the 3-point line. He shot 3 for 11. Reggie Jackson shot a little bit better. He took 3 less shots. He shot 3 of 8. But it was the 15 rebounds, which really was astonishing for me with Paul George. He had 15 rebounds. He had 8 assists, almost a triple-double for Paul George. Reggie Jackson, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Patrick Beverley, the pest that he is, he was doing his thing. He had 8 points, 6 rebounds. And outside of that, I mean, nobody else was giving you that much of a big production outside of what's it called, Terrence Mann. So yeah, Paul George, even without Kawhi Leonard, he is still carrying this team. In my opinion, he's actually exceeding expectations. What I would have thought. I mean, he is playing to the caliber of a true number one in these playoffs. Obviously, if Kawhi Leonard was here and he was able to play, I think we'll be looking at this series a little bit differently. It could possibly, 2-1 Clippers instead of 2-1 Suns. But overall, I can't complain. These Western Conference Finals are phenomenal. All right. Game four should definitely be give or take on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, Saturday at Staples Center. Well, I don't know if we're gonna get Kawhi Leonard by then. Obviously, we know that Chris Paul came back, but this series is looking a lot more differently now with the Clippers at home. I mean, Ty Lue, he knows how to prepare for big games. He's always making adjustments within games. Monty Williams is always making adjustments within games. So we got two of one of the better coaches in the leagues. All right, Ty Lue, is a former champion with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Won a title with them in 2016. So he knows how to make proper in-game adjustments. Monty Williams, flourishes very well with Chris Paul. So I want to see, how does Phoenix, make an adjustment after having a loss to the Clippers going into Game 4. And can Ty Lue, have Devin Booker and Chris Paul out of rhythm, making them take bad shots and then making other players, beat them. I think Paul George is looking like a world beater right now. He is living up to that contract in these playoffs right now. Without Kawhi Leonard, he is doing phenomenal stuff. The only thing that just saddens me is the fact that we had Kawhi Leonard right now in these playoffs, in these Western Conference finals. I'm just questioning how would the series look. Would the Suns still have the lead, or will the Clippers have the lead? And also, DeAndre Ayton not having a big rebound type of game, him not dominating like he normally does. He dominated against Anthony Davis. He dominated against Nikola Jokic, right? And what's it called? Ty Lue is just throwing different pieces at him. It's very interesting. I love what I'm seeing in these Western Conference Finals. All right, and Game 4, if I had to predict right now, I'm going to go Clippers. I'm going to go Clippers because they're at home. They got the home crowd behind them. Phoenix, is dealing with Chris Paul, who, I don't know. I have a strong feeling that they're going to try to make sure that Chris Paul is out of rhythm. If he can't orchestrate an offense like he normally does, is going to keep everybody, out of rhythm. Devin Booker, I imagine the mask may have something to do with the fact that he didn't shoot very well today. He might shoot a little bit better, getting used to wearing the mask. But yeah, guys, so I got Clippers. I just think Terrence Mann, Patrick Beverley, Paul George, Marcus Morris, all right, those guys, they're going to come up big when it's needed for Game 4. And I imagine that the Clippers are going to take Game 4. I'm going to give you guys a prediction right now. I'm going to say 110-99 Clippers, all right? And that concludes everything that I have to take for my take on dropping dimes, all right? So then, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button, guys. It really does help us out a lot on the Four Corner Sports channel. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? So then, guys, let's keep watching these playoff games. These playoff games are phenomenal. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, guys, and have a good one.